Hello, so this is the introduction video for my edited version of Sunset Valley. So there is attached to it a world file, which is totally empty, and the corresponding save file with all the buildings I've made over and the original families that have been also made over. They are all set up, everything. First, for the other option, the save file with the default world where you don't need to download a world, I'll pin it on the screen. The video is already out and the links are with that video. The edited version of the world itself, so as you can see, it's empty. There are two different options to install it, either through the launcher or as a world file, which is actually the option I took when I created the save file. But I don't think it's an issue if you use the other way, because it's the same file. It's just different format. So anyway, the world file, I've placed it in the C drive, programs, x86, ElectronicArts. I think it might be Origin on some computers. TheSims 3, GameData, shared, NonPackaged, and then worlds. Then the save file. So of course you need the world to be installed before accessing it, and then it's there. And so it's populated, and all the buildings I have made over. I'm going to pin on the screen the playlist of all the makeover videos I've done. And then, well, the requirements are going to be the same as the ones for the other version, but it's mostly CC free. I've used rabbit hole rugs again, and there shouldn't be any store items, so except maybe still that window that I don't know if it came with lucky palms or if also came free with a patch, I'm not sure. Then there are mods and recolors that are really not a requirement. They are an option, an add-on if you want to have them in your game. And then that's about it. Let's go to the requirements before going on a quick tour of the town. Of course, you need the Sims 3, the base game, and then expansion packs. So I have all of them except the last one, Into the Future, and they are needed, those packs, because if you don't have them, the game will most likely not load properly, or even it might even crash. Then there are the stuff packs, so I have most of them except for the Katy Perry one, and I recently got Master Suite, but I haven't installed it yet, so it's not needed either. If you are missing one or more, or all of them, the game should still load, but you'll get the message that there are missing items at the beginning, and yeah, there will be missing items. This is an important one for the gameplay, so I've removed all the rabbit hole buildings in the save file, and I did try to have them in the basement, but they were so big I couldn't do it. So instead, there is that one set of custom content to add to the game, and that's rabbit hole rugs. I'll link in the description box below the ones I've used. They are on the Sims resources, if I'm not mistaken. So how does it work? If you don't know, the rabbit hole rugs, they work just like the buildings, but they take way less space, so you have room to build around them, and they have the same carriers and interactions available, accessible through the rug. And here, for instance, with the school one, there is also another rabbit hole rug that I've included in the save file. When I did the VNB, which is a residential lot. So I used a rabbit hole rug from a different set that can be placed on residential lots, and I used the bistro, business and journalism combo one, with the idea of using only the bistro part of it. And that rug, I couldn't find it online, so I've re-uploaded it, and the link is again in the description box below the video. Recolors, so what are these? They're kind of a rabbit hole for me because I keep doing these. So there are more image options using pre-existing meshes. So it means that if you place these files in your mods folder, it won't load a new object, but it will use mostly wall decor already existing in the game and add a new image to empty swatches, or in a handful of cases, replace the existing image by a different one. It's a bit confusing, but I'm going to try and explain a bit better. So two different types of files. The first one is the hidden images. They're already in the game, and this file, if you put it in your mods folder, it just enables you to place them. And I've done a whole video on it, so I'll pin it on the screen and have a link in the description box below because I talk a bit more about them there. Also, before I forget, there is one painting from pets missing from that file because it's in the recolor one, because there was still an empty swatch there and I used it and added one more image, so I've placed it in the recolor file. Second type of added images, so these ones weren't in the game, but the meshes they are there. So pretty often there was an empty swatch or two, or even 9 in one case, and it means that it appeared that there could be more images using the same frame, but it was X time the same one, like here from this one from Ambitions. So I used those and added more options. Then there are the rare cases, like for the signs here from Supernatural, well, there weren't more swatches available, so I still wanted to use those signs, and I recolored the image, the original image, so there is only one option, so if you put those files, they're going to be replaced by those new images. Or just a recolor for the pool sign, because it's the original one, but I've just wanted different colors. For all of the wall decor items, I've kept the original version, the original image at the first swatch, except for a couple of posters. So these from Generations, I've recolored the 3 different available swatches because I had no use of them and I really wanted posters for the school. And this one here from the base game, and it's now an image from The Sims 2, but if you download not the merge file, they're going to have options to not get these ones if you don't want to use these ones. The new options, the new images, paintings, etc. There are images that I've either taken from The Sims 2, from The Sims 4, or from the store. Some of them, like here for instance, they are actually painting from The Sims 3 that your Sims can do. This one is a reverse image of the original one, extra. So some of them I've actually made using images from different Sims games, and so I try to be the closest I could to the images from the game. So this one is actually the same one, but with different color schemes, and I think one is flipped around. Here a couple of posters, film posters we made with one of my nieces a few years ago, and yet that shark is very weird. So of course all of these are optional. I haven't even placed all of them in town, far from it actually. So if you don't use the files, there might be a few weirdly out of theme wall decor in here and there, but nothing major. It's just an added option, and if you want to, you can also use the file in another world it will replace the same swatches with these images. Mods. So of course these are not mandatory to play the game, but they are highly recommended. I personally cannot play without them. At least most of NRA's mods in my game, and I've used these when setting up the town, so I don't think it's going to be an issue if you don't have them, but yeah, some things might seem a bit weird if you don't have them. So the classics: Overwatch, Master Controller, Story Progression, very nice. And then down my personal favorites, Register, for instance, that helps regulate the population and to have less strays roaming around the town. Another very useful one is Traffic, that helps regulate the traffic and helps a lot with the routing issues too. Another mod I've had very much in mind while doing these makeovers is Ultimate Career, so we're back at the school. Basically it's a mod to actually play the different careers and have your Sims use the objects on site to improve their job performance. So I'm not going to talk too much about it there because I do have a whole video setting up and playing the previous school, that I'm going to pin on the screen the video, and you can have more information there, but links again to the different mods in the description box below the video. Here is the second save file for Sunset Valley. It's the one where you need the edited version of the world installed. And yeah, it's a tad different from the other one because it's in an edited world. There are a few changes there, hopefully not too many, so that the world is still quite recognizable. But I've done a playlist with the Creator World episodes I've done, and I'll pin it on the screen. And also I've uploaded the Creator World files if you want to use them. I'll show you a bit the changes I've made. Again, the town has been reset in that version. It's back to 8 AM on Sunday morning. I'm going to try and have kind of a different tool for this one to mix things up a bit. We'll see how it goes. Let's try. So my main idea is to go bird's eye view when introducing this district, and then maybe we can go street view to have a better look at said district. Also, of course, I'm going to try and point out all the differences between the two save files, but I might forget a lot of them. So sorry for that. Okay, so first, downtown here. The main difference, I think, is that part over there. So that's where it used to be those two lots, and this one used to be there. Those were more further down or up the street over there. And also I added that small lot, which is a 30 by 10 lot. And the idea was to have kind of a breather in between big buildings that would take time to load. This is there are decor items there. We're going to have a closer view of it, but there are a couple of items they can use over there. So downtown there are City Hall with the police station, two schools. So I don't remember if I said that before, but this one is labeled as Student Union. That label is from University Life. And this one is a library. The library, Central Park, which is the festival grounds. This is an arcade, but there is the rabbit hole for the movie theater, swimming pool, art gallery. The City Hall is also an art gallery. The gym with the spa rabbit hole rug. This is a nerd shop with a business and the bookstore rabbit hole rugs. This is a cat jungle with the criminal career rabbit hole rug, the fire department, a diner, I think it's hangout, and this one a salon with the grocery store rabbit hole rug, residential lot, it's inhabited, this one is up for grab, and this is another swimming pool. And then here, let's zoom in. So my settings are pretty low, so that's why the buildings in the background don't load like that, they are blurred. I wanted it to be easier to navigate the town. The objects here, I'm actually with GoBias again. I really like to hang out with him. It's pretty fun to play. So this is not a lot. It's just items to decorate. And the idea was to have the sports field behind the high school. So this one is the high school. And this here, the bleachers, it's actually the stadium. Well, there is the stadium rabbit hole rug downstairs over there. Here, so they can play soccer. They can play catch with someone else because there is no other team. Then they can also come over there. They can go on a jog. There is a path looping around the field here. So they can actually, I've playtested that it works. They can go on a jog here. So you can have, so for instance, you have them start here. You can ask them to go over there and they're going to go that way instead of going to look like that. And once they are there, you can add them to go there. But if you add them to go there, when they are there, they're just going to do that. So you'll have to go halfway every time. Then I'll go quicker. Here, this is the very residential area. So this one is unoccupied. This is a starter home, starter home, starter home. And these two are inhabited. And this one here is a junkyard without visitors. Yeah, without visitors. That's scrapyard here. Here, they are all residential lots. So they are inhabited, 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 and inhabited. And this one made it as a bed and breakfast. So there is actually a rabbit hole rug there. And it's the one, okay, closer look to show you. It's the round one, you know. So this one here, and it's also, you can go business and journalism and restaurant. So this one I'm ignoring it. And restaurant, I think I've had one of the single moms. She works as a pastry chef, and I thought it would be perfect to have her work in that bed and breakfast. Then, oh yeah, this one. I've kind of given up on the street view. I'm just having another angle when introducing the district. So in this district, there are residential lots here. This house used to be over there. I've moved it here because it looked better. It looks a bit like a suburban district. They are all inhabited except for this one, which should be a starter home, and this one, which is a big one. This is actually now an academy, and here there is the consignment store over there. Okay, since we are there, let's go over there. So it's a bit different from the other Cephi version because here, instead of having the stadium and the sports field, I'm having the military base, and this is similar. It's a junkyard with visitors load. Here is the street view of the military base with the road here becoming a path going through the gully over there. Where it used to be, it was over there, but I've again blocked the way, and frankly, I don't think I've done a great job there. I could have worked a bit more on the hills there, but that it used to be there. Okay, since we are up there, let's go to the waterfall where there are two lots. I'm going for the close-up. This one is loading. Okay, so this one is the park with trails. Don't go far, but and then they can get married there. And this one here is a base camp, so sort of a hotel. So then here, this still exists, so still empty over there, and those two lots here. This one is a ranch, and this one is a supernatural hangout. Then there is a path there, here, a trail leading to the pond over there, which is a fishing spot. Down the trail over there is Goth Manor, and over there the graveyard. I think we missed that area, where there are 3 residential lots. So this one is empty, well, uninhabited, and these 2 are families of the Bunch and the Langerak or Langerak, not sure how you pronounce it. This is the Science Center, so it's a bit different because I removed the big cupola that was there, the glass dome, not there anymore, and now there is a pad here. I think it goes to the cemetery, yeah, over there. Oh, I forgot to talk about that trail leading up in the hill over there. Back to this one. So there is, don't remember the label I've given it, but there is the Hospital Rabbit Hole Rock and the Science Center Rabbit Hole Rock there, in there. Then here, so Summer Hill Court with a golf club here, which is a lounge, and then 3 huge houses. So this one is the Wolves, and it used to be over there. It used to be a 40 by 40 lot, but it's now 60 by 60. They're all 60 by 60 here. So here is the exclusive lounge. Okay, on the bluff here. Oh, why is it not appearing? It's there, I remember setting things up. Here it is. So yeah, it happens sometimes that lots like that disappear from afar, but it's there. So Agnes's house here, and then next to it Wagner's repose. That used to be over there, and now I've moved it here. I removed one of the lot that was there. It disappeared again. Okay, and so here, instead of having an empty lot, I removed it because I didn't want it to be blocking the view for potential houses or buildings that could be there. And instead I'm having a park, which is not a lot, it's just wall decor. Play tested it quickly, so they can sit down over there. I also added a trail over there, and it goes up to there, over there. Oh, there is a viewpoint over there. Here, among the trees. Oh yeah, I replaced a lot of the trees by pine trees and other fir trees. Ooh, we're going to go there soon. So first, the beach. There is the beach over there with different versions depending on the season. So here it's summer, and then inhabited, and this one can be also half a community lot. So I've put a public room marker on the top floor, so that they can have like a sort of clandestine bar upstairs. This is a starter home, pretty sure. Then a bit farther down that road, I am at Gobayas's house right now. That's why it's loading weirdly. Okay, so here there are 3 lots, but only 2 are built. So Gobayas's house, and this used to be a house that I've turned into a nightclub, so it's a poolside club. And then a cliff part over there. There are 2 lots. Again, both of these used to be residential lots, but this one is now a nectary, and this is a cafe, a Java hut. Then following the road to the end of the peninsula over there, there is a pad there, a trail. It's a beach, yeah, I forgot to say. And then it leads to the live show venue. So it's a live show venue, and it's actually a theme park I made with my nephews. There is one more lot, and that would be the half-hidden beach over there, where there is nothing much to do. And yeah, that's it. So there is a pad there leading up to Summerhill Court. Oh, also, I think the what's its name? The thingy from Supernatural, I think it spawned over there. yeah, it's there. So in the other save file, it's actually on the beach we just saw. Here it's spawned. Over there, okay. It's in good company, because have I put the troll over there? No, I haven't. I should have. I forgot to do that, because it could look a bit like a sculpture. I have always something else I want to add, and it's pretty difficult to really be done with the world in The Sims 3. So that's it for the tour. I don't know what is going to be my next video or when. I might go on a bit of a break because I'm tired. I like setting up the town, but checking up everything, that everything is working extra, it takes a toll. But yeah, I have a ton of other projects I'd love to get to, so that will be a next video, and I'll see you then. À bientôt.